I am not a financial advisor. These videos are all meant for educational purposes only. All Complete Trader Academy videos are my personal opinion and perspective. Trading carries a high level of risk, and all results are your own responsibility. Please always demo first. Hey everybody, welcome back to CTA's Daily Review. Today is February 1st, Thursday, 2024. So we had this big bullish extreme candle came out of nowhere at the last 15 minutes while I was preparing for the video. And we did say yesterday, you have to watch yesterday's video so this makes sense, but I was telling you that we had a big gap right here and we had no body closed. So we were looking for buys and we were going to use this H4 last down candle right here from January 19th. Friday as support. We weren't expecting for it to hit this level yet right here, this green support right here, and seal it up, only because of the fact that it is mitigated and the price has been fairly delivered, and anyone, well, as far as seller's remorse goes, they gave you the opportunity to get back out, right? So with that being the case, this is a good target to use as buying, and Thursday would probably be a reversal for the week, and then we had that gap. So that's what framed the day, and hopefully you ate super well on that because I mentioned it yesterday really well, but didn't expect all this, and this started happening at 4:05. Look at this shit. Crazy. But me, I was only capable of getting just one trade because for some reason, I don't know if anyone else is having this problem, so if you want to comment, feel free, but I can't use my laptop signed in with TradingView and my desktop at the same time. They're saying exchange rules and their policy now and all this, and I'm like, dude, I've been doing this for years. This is the first time you guys ever told me I can't. So apparently it's new. Let me know if you're having that problem. Maybe you don't have that type of setup. I don't know, but happened to me. So I'm going to spend the rest of the day. I've been trying to figure out what the hell kind of screen or device I'm going to use to now replace my laptop so I can mirror or extend the screen to another monitor, right? So pain in the ass. But anyways, so yeah, I was interested in a good trade today, and then so here it is. So when we're buying, as you can see, as of the day of now, this is 10:04. When I take this first screenshot, you can see the liquidity there. You can see the liquidity there, which over here would be right here, obviously real close to each other, and all this liquidity, right? So and then plus you have with the understanding of the gap up here, number one. Number two, you have the liquidity built there, right? You saw me take a crazy trade yesterday, which was phenomenal. And then you see here we have this imbalance right here, and then we have the opening of the day, right? And then we have this opening range gap, right? So why I'm pushing buy here, okay, is because of these reasons I'm telling you. This down candle gets respected in a way, but really this is ultimately what's being held, this level right here. And then we did seal most of that opening range gap as well. See that? So when the price is pushing down, I can use a 30-second and see that it's extending. This was just a confidence trade, just to be honest with you. If it's not breaking this low, then this buy is going to happen right here. So, and I obviously have already my targets up here, and sure enough, you can see that we hit it beautifully. Now I screenshot it here. It does come up here. A final destination for me was here, but I screenshot it right here, and I was done. And what's crazy is that, as you can see, they ended up. Well, I'll come back to this screen here. You'll see that let me go to a 1 minute. You'll see here, look at this shit. So I screenshot it right here, comes up to here, all right, and takes out the profit right here. Now price retraces, and then shoots up for one more high. Now this high comes up and takes out this high. I'm actually done, but I wanted this sell because I was like, okay, it just purged up this liquidity above here, and then we're gonna retrace back down this deep, no, I would have took it. I would have took this sell to here at the least. Why? Because this could be a support block right here. This 9:59 a.m. candle. Plus we have a liquidity built right there, right? You see it? And we have this imbalance right there, which is the 10:04 a.m. So that would have been like a minimum target for this sell. Sure enough, they came all the way down and wiped the buyers here, which would have been me. And this is why you gotta take that profit, man. Who cares about trying to hold it for a home run? Look how many opportunities they gave you in the day. I couldn't believe how. So this is what we call a shakeout day. You can see the speaker forming. I hate when they do that. Why do they do that? So right here, you can see that speaker, all lower lows. And then up here, all higher highs. See that? Even all the way up to here. See that speaker? You can see it visually. And I can tell this was going to be one of those days. But all this extra shit, I didn't expect all that to be today. Anyways, so after the price shook people out here, all right, and sealed the rest of this opening range gap from this level here to here. This is what the amount of space in between here is not sealed. No big deal. Pretty much just they were looking for this. They were just trying to wipe out all the buyers right here before they went up. And sure enough, they were playing around here. And then when you got this shift here, you got one shift here, and then you got another shift right there, especially above that candle. This is pretty much giving you the order flow. But it looked like shit, and it wasn't trustworthy because of what do you call it? Where are they at? Because of Dow and S&P, just what I'm trying to fucking say. But so that being the case here, let me go back real quick here. So with that, it just looked really heavy, and I was like, you know what? Obviously, I'm not playing with these people, so I was busy. But this, I was watching, I was like, man, fuck that. But sure enough, it panned out. Came up, made another higher high, higher low, higher high. Broke that liquidity, took that liquidity, still considered a higher low. This is a very common pattern where you got higher high and a higher low, another higher high, and then it retraces back. This is the real higher low. So they just wipe out liquidity, induced you to buy here just to wipe you out, confuse you, and all that bullshit, right? But you can see here on the 15-minute that they, what do you call it? They did seal the price right there. And these two down candles are pretty much holding support. And you can also say, this last 15-minute, for example, is holding. So I'm trying to make this video short here. Come on, where are you at? So understanding that we're also, this is too much to say, but in general speaking, this is what's holding it up. And sure enough, you get all these are pretty good moves here. Liquidity here, not liquidity, oversold areas. This was nice, but you had to have a lot of patience for this. And both these sells were pretty nice as well, to be honest with you. Both these sells, because this taps and takes that liquidity, retraces nicely back into that, into those two down candle blocks right there, pushes up. Pretty much shakeout though. So when it's a shakeout like that, you expect a speaker to form. It was very, very obvious, especially when you as all of these higher highs and lower lows were printed, you can tell that the top side was next, right? But I wasn't involved. But anyways, price kept going up, went to the gap here, got to the gap here, and then shot off at 405. So shot up all the way. And take a look, it sealed yesterday's remaining 50% of its opening range. See that? Sealed that as well. Sealed up all of that imbalance of price right there. Just took out that liquidity there of all the people who sold before the end of Tuesday. And this is where we're at. So I'm going to be honest with you. With a move like that, I don't think this thing is coming down right now. I think this is a reversal, and then Friday's also going to be bullish, and they're going to wipe out this liquidity. and they're wiping out all the end of January sellers, right? So if I went to a month chart, which I know I never do here, but you could see here we we're probably headed right. We had a nice bullish month yesterday to last month, but you could see that we're rushing right for it. I mean, it's pretty strong, in my opinion, for this type of reaction. I didn't expect it to be this much. So I know there were some earnings that came out, blah, 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 but it would have to sell literally from right here. Take a look at the daily. The daily here shows you that we're inside this up candle. And it hit 50% of it, which is fine. It can still sell from here. And it tapped into there. It can still sell from here. All right. But it would have to happen like sharply. Like it would have to be like, it would have to be an open day and then come down. Like it'd have to be strong for it to come back down. Otherwise, you might just get a small retrace back to this gap, and we're gonna push all the way up on Friday. I believe there's news Friday, so this is looking really juicy, I should say. So, with a reaction like that, so they found their support, and they're pushing up. And look at the oversold here, bounced really nice up. It didn't even come any lower. So this is a little suspect. Tomorrow's going to be tricky, so it can go either way. But right now, I might have to just tip my hat towards the upside, to bullish. So having a Friday, or it might be a Friday, might be just a bullshit day, just like a whack day. So probably want to stay away from Friday. But this was nice though. So again, it'd have to sell from here, not really go any higher, to be bearish, right? But with this, I'm going back bullish for the time being, and these looks like these highs are ready to get hit, at least that high, especially that high right there. All right, so that being the case, 12 minutes, perfect. Okay, so yeah, look at that, man. I mean, look at this. This is ES. We still got 15 minutes in the market, but I'm pretty sure it's over with. Look, for this candle to be this high like that and close, I mean, you'd have to have an immediate candle come back down. I saw this plenty of times before. It can happen, but I don't see it. It's just way too bullish. They're pushing for premium. Look at the price ranges here. They haven't hit 5,000, and they're going for it. They psychologically they want it to be above 5,000, so people can see that. They've been seeing this 40. The 4,000 numbers forever, so for years. So they haven't seen 5,000 before. That psychologically, that's where they're going. I mean, look at this. That's wild. Look, and they left all that open. So that's pretty suspect there. And then the coming downside will be nasty when it happens. But and then sure enough, look at Dow as well. They found that as support. This was an obvious support for Dow as well. But I think they are looking, well, they already hit 38,000 psychological level. They might be going for 39 and then call it quits. We'll see. But, that's what that is. And then dollar, obviously still fucking around. As you can see, dollar here. So dollar came down more, right? That was another, useful, but they were only useful like right here when it dropped, when it sank from here. But these lows here to get attacked here were in the cards for the downside. That pushed us up. So this is where we're at. Now, what does dollar do? I mean, this is showing more weaker now for dollar. I'm not as bullish as I thought I was anymore. So, with all this exhaustion up here, tapping up under here, you drag that out. I mean, we might be looking for this gap and some of this price action here. So we'll see where it goes. But this is as of now, this is where we are. So is there anything else I wanted to say? Probably not. So, all right, you guys take care. Have a good day. God bless.